The object of the evening is to demonstrate a fast break vehicle emphasizing layups and the free throws that occur during the layups. As well, we'll show a sequenced continuity and also several counters and adjustments. Although we believe that the outside balanced shots should be taken by the players in their comfort zones, our inside game will be emphasized more today through pass, dribble, and shot penetration. Ideally, we hope we can offer you some new information as well as reinforce the concepts you already use. Thank you. Doug McGregor is going to run the first drill.
What we're going to do first is full court lead-up drills, how to teach the skills to fast break. Even at the beginning of the year, most teams, you get a lot of balls thrown off the wall, and some coaches don't like to fast break because you get turnovers. But if you stay with it, you get easy baskets, you get layups before the other team gets set up their defense. And without throwing a baseball pass, so we've thrown a two-handed over-the-shoulder outlet pass. I've done this with grade 4 girls. Okay, grab a ball. Somebody else grab a ball, please. 1, 2, 3 of you grab a ball. Yeah, Skylar, stay there. Listen, you just go back here a little bit. And normally, and hold the balls, girls, thanks. Could, Jamie and Cece. One go here, ready to do a layup. And the other one here doing dribbling between Cece, Jamie, go between you and Alyssa here, please. Okay, normally we'd use the other side hoop here, but we have it up. But just to demonstrate for you, we're just going this way purposely. What we're doing here, this person comes in here, throws the ball off the backboard, and everybody gets to do everything. Catch the ball, turn in the air. Why? It's faster as opposed to coming down here, shoulder check, pivot, look. Then your lead is covered. Turn in the air, get at your shoulder, throw deep, and we're spot passing. We're not throwing to the person, we're throwing to the edge of the backboard. That way both the passer and receiver know where it's going to. This person, Skylar, can I get you first? Thanks, I'll just trade. And Michelle, I'll get you to go over there and go between Jamie and Cece, between the black and white shirts. You're going to start off here, black and red. They're running the volleyball lanes, and the coaches jokes, that's why the volleyball court's on, so you know where to run the floor. Alyssa hates that one, she's a club volleyball player. 2 nonverbal cues tell the passer they're open, eye contact and target hand. And then they're running here, the volleyball lane, running in, catching it, and ideally not dribbling, but if they have to, take a dribble, put it in. In between here, coming to do a layup. In between, working ball handling. On the other side, we could be working weekend layups if it's a younger team, or your team can't do weekend layups, or pull-up jump shots, whatever you want in the other basket. Obviously not using this basket today, but so then you work ball handling, rebounding, shooting, passing, dribbling, and a little bit of aerobic, okay? And so girls, you're just gonna follow in line. Okay, here we go. Throw it off the board, Becky. Now let's come on in. So Jamie, just stand, spot dribble. So as soon as they catch you, you're sprinting. So, and Cece, keep back up a little bit and just work on some dribbling, yeah. And Skylar, work on your ball handling. There you go, go do a layup, So first thing we're doing, throwing long to the wing. First thing you can do, get an easy layup before the defense gets there. Thanks, coach, anything you see. Yeah, thank you. You know how many times we've done this a little harder with 40 people up there, eh? Yeah. Yes, I'll get it. Here, I'll get it. Now. And Emily, hang on a sec. Now, if you can't throw the ball in the air, most players can't, and Becky can have a ball, what you can do is take a few dribbles up. And as long as you throw it in the air, if it lands in line between the three-point line and the free throw line, in line at the edge of the backboard, and if it's got enough zip on it, it'll come up between shoulder and hip height, so you can just catch and lay it in, or catch and shoot it, or if it's too deep, come the other side, or make a backup dribble, or whatever. So no, we're not expecting our players to get there in the air. It's rare you get one at high school level. It's rare you get one at university level. But just if you throw it in line, if it lands between line at the edge of the board, three-point line and free throw line, it'll be a catchable ball for a layup. Okay. Now, next thing we're going to do is and Jamie, when you get there, just hold up, okay? Okay, now, can I get 1, 2 come down here? Becky, stay there. And you can go behind Emily. Same thing, we're going to have a guard coming in as opposed to running deep. So the guard, can I get Becky, take her spot, please? The guard's going to come in this way, put your back to the closest sideline, get the ball, sweep. Why? Because if at well-coached teams you're going to be playing, there's going to be somebody on you. You're not just be able to throw. You might have to take a dribble to clear. So you're taking a dribble to clear, and then you're looking to head man to the wing, and they go in. And then you go from guard line to wing, and everything else is the same. Okay, here we go. Yep. Sorry? I just forgot. So we'll get it. Yeah. Sweep. That's it. That's it. Good job, Michelle.
Throw that ball right at the side of the backboard.
And Alyssa, when you get here, just hold up, okay? Actually, no, just keep going. Just keep going. Yeah. And Emily, when you get there, just hold up, okay? Thank you.
Don't forget the full court outlet at 15.
We're gonna do that. Yeah, yeah, I know. I just mixed them up. Okay. And now, guard's going to come in. We're going to say we've got some pressure, some defense on the guard. You're going to take 4 dribbles to clear, to beat your check, advance the ball, because you won't be able just to pass it. The wing, you're in a scoring spot, whether it be 3-point for our team, just inside 17 feet, 15 feet, 12 feet, whatever your player can do a 1 dribble layup and shoot from. Why? Because then they're a threat. Catching it this way, in turning, sweeping, we try to look at baseline foot, pivot foot. Why? You get layups. You're not always going to get baseline layups, but if not, you create 2-on-1s. But we're looking catching baseline foot, pivot foot, in this case, right side, right foot, sweep it below your knees, and then your 1 dribble layup. So we're taking 4 dribbles to clear here, assuming that you have some defense on you. And if you want, you can put an assistant coach, you can put a manager, you can put a chair here, garbage can, pylon, whatever. Okay, here we go. So girls, just back up a little bit and work on some ball handling, last 2. So Becky, work on, yeah, good. So Skylar, you come back, taking 4 dribbles, and away you go. Good. Coming back, taking 4 dribbles, and then head manning to the wing. No, come back. That's it. Sweep it, push it out. There you go. Sure, that's okay. Thank you. I'm just gonna add in pressure on the rebounder, and then I'll be able to be done.
Pardon?
I'm just gonna add in pressure on the rebounder, and then after that, I'm done.
No, you're not. You have to do the 4 bounce outlet stuff. You haven't given it to the outlet and 4 bounces for a layup.
Not following
Part 2. They rebound, give it to the outlet, they bounce it 4 bounce and make a layup.
That's-
There's no third line.
Oh, right. Take out the guard or the wing. Yeah, yeah,
Take out the wing.
yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, put it pressure on the outlet.
Yeah. And coach, what we're going to do now, we're going to take out the wing line, and the guard just speed dribble. The guard's just going to speed dribble. And I'm going to get you to here as well. We're going to add in pressure on the rebounder, so you're going to have to take a dribble or 2 to clear. And then make the outlet to the guard, and then the guard speed dribble. Okay. And Alyssa, when you get there, just hold up. Please. Thank you. And okay, and can I get you 2 girls to come back here in line? And Skylar, just move over a little bit with CC. And Michelle, can I get you back up a little bit? And if we had another hoop there, obviously we'd be doing either weekend layups or bank shot one side, bank shot the other side, pull up one side, bank shot the other side. Now we're just going to come in to the guard. Sorry, my fault, mixed up the order. Should have done the second. Guard's going to come back the same thing, coming between the jump circles. Why? Because it's a great angle to come in to do a layup. So between the narrow and the wide jump circles. And speed dribble, get down there 4, 5, 6 dribbles if you have to. Speed dribble for a layup. As well, we're going to add in, coach is going to be dummy defense. So when you throw the ball off the board, Alyssa, and catch the ball and just come to balance and facing the sideline, please. We're going to have a dummy defense here because you're going to face that. Most common thing, 3 ways to stop the fast break. Get a safety, deny your main outlet, pressure the rebounder. 3 ways to slow down your fast break. You will face that. So we're going to have a person here, back foot's pivot foot, take 1 or 2, step over top, 1 or 2 dribbles to clear, take 1 or 2 dribbles to clear. Then the guard's coming back, and the guard's got 4, 5, or 6 dribbles, speed dribbles, push it out for a layup. Okay? Here we go. And going through the circles. So come back, meet the ball, come back. Okay, so you're coming back. So I'm here, so you're coming back. Good, push it out. Let's get behind me. Go over top of me. Go over top of me. Go over top of me. Good. There we go. So you're going over top. So you're going over top of me. Meet the ball. Sweep it, push it out. So you're coming over top. Wait till she catches it. There you go. There you go. Sweep it, push it out. There you go. And so you're coming over top. Yep, that's it, Jamie. Good job. Yeah. That's easy. We're going to wrap it up there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Doug?
Okay. Yeah.
As you're wrapping it, make sure you let them know each player becomes a rebounder, each player becomes a guard.
Skylar, Cece, hang on. Hey, almost. So you can see here, warm up. Worked on some aerobic conditioning. Every player's working on rebounding. Every person's working on short and long outlet passing. Everybody's working on full speed layups, layups from the front court, layups on the side or bank shots or pull-ups, depending what you want to do. Weekend layups if you had another hoop here. All kinds of dribbling. Everybody gets to do everything. So if you have somebody who's injured or sick or foul trouble, always happens, it's like, hey, you've done this in this drill. Everybody's got all the different skills that you need in your fast break or incorporate into your press break as well. Thank you, girls.
What we're doing now is we're putting the girls into a shell, and we're hoping to take advantage of the drill we just ran. And we're going to call our lanes, which are maybe a little different to what you're used to, but we're going to call areas first. Now, on this team, this is our 5, this is our 4, this is our 3, this is our 1, this is our 2. They're set here because these are our areas. If you happen to be in this area, you're going to basically fill this lane if you get the chance to. What we want, we call the lane outside the volleyball court on the right side the 2 lane. If we are throwing the ball in against a press or after a basket, the 2 will always run this lane. If possible, during any rebound, the 2 will also run this lane. If the 1 is caught in traffic and the 2 is closer to an outlet area, the 2 may take the pass and become the outlet, in which case the 1 would run the lane. But only the 1s and 2s own the 2 lane. The lead lane, which is in your notes, is the lane that comes down across to the edge of this circle, down to the edge of that circle, and stops, unless there is a drive occurring in which she will continue on for the rebound. The rebounder, in this case, it's going to be the 5, is going to be running the outside lane as well. She's going to be jogging down the court. The first people are sprinting, the 2 lane and the lead lane. The guard is probably going to have to get the ball toward the sideline because most teams do not let you get an outlet in the middle because they're running down the middle anyway. They might as well play defense. If the 5 gets the ball, the 4 is going to hang around. And she is going to get away from the 5 and just hang around here for a while. This person is the trail when the 5 gets the ball, and once the ball crosses center, this person is responsible for being the last person down the floor. So if there is a turnover, this person then will play defense against the ball. In the case of 4 or 5 receiving the rebound, 3 is going to be the person who runs the lead lane. And that's what we're going to do right now. The first option that we look at was the first option in Coach Doug's drill, where we receive the rebound and we throw it deep. Something that is in your notes is something that we didn't mention in the first drill, but we will mention now, is that this person who gets a rebound probably is not going to be able to see through traffic that well whether the deep safety is in to take away the deep pass. In that case, all she has to do is look down the court at the 2 lane. If the 2 is open and sees she can beat the deep safety to the basket, she will raise her hand, her right hand, as high as she can. Mine's not going that high, but some others go a lot higher. But this case, the rebounder then is just looking, and if this hand is up, she's throwing the ball, as we did in the drill, between the player and the basket, more or less to the edge of the board. Any question? That's what they're going to do going that way. Coming back, the 4 is going to get it this time, going to get the rebound this time, and we're going to test her arm. But in this case, the 4 is still the last person down the court, because our cutters at the other end in order are the lead and the 5. The lead could be the 3, the lead could be the 4. The 2 lane could be filled by the 2, which we're doing right now, or it could be filled by the 1 in a case of a scramble. Or you're in man-to-man defense and we're not in the shell, you're coming out of your area. So what we'll do now is we'll throw deep to score, and coming back, we'll throw outlet to deep to score, to the 3. Okay, let's begin. Oh, beautiful pass. Whoa, maybe it wasn't. Let's score anyway. Put the ball in the basket. We'll do the same thing coming back. Sooner or later, we'll do the same thing coming back. Okay. That's okay. We kept it in the gym. All right, we'll go to the outlet to the 2. Well done. And same thing coming back. Outlet to the 2. Okay, girls, come on in. Exactly the same thing, please. 5 deep, 5 deep down, 4 deep back. Excuse me? Hand up. You were open? Hand up. Okay. 4 this time, please. Good. Good. Now we'll go 5, outlet, deep. Get your hand up too. Get your hand up. That's it. Good. Oh, beautiful. And coming back. Super job. We have to catch it first, but we're going to score every time. Hit the top of the rectangle, please, girls. Okay. New group, please. I believe I didn't nag enough because on a couple of occasions I did not remind the person in the two lead line to raise her hand, because if her hand were not raised, we're not throwing her the ball. But I have to spoil her because she's a miniature's daughter, right? So what can I do? Now, the rest of them, they're going to be in trouble. What we're going to look at now is we are going to get the ball to the outlet. No, we'll use the 3. We'll put the 3 into it now. Here's a situation that can cause problems. In the 3 area, when the 3 does get the ball, the 4 is going to be running across the court approximately to that spot, and the 5 as well. What can happen here is traffic, because the 3 is going to get the ball, and the 3 is going to give the ball to the outlet on this side. We still want the outlet to take the ball to that side of the court. So she's going to come through the center circle, so we have to watch out for traffic. Now what we're going to do with this, we're going to go 3 to 1 to 2 on a couple of dribbles, okay? But not a lead pass. We're going to give it to her so she can drive the ball. Any questions? Okay, let's do that, please. Well done. Good start. Good start. Notice how all the layups that are going in are hitting the top of the rectangle? It's amazing that that happens, isn't it? Okay, go ahead. Fine. Next group, please. Good job, ladies. Well done. Same thing. Notice also on the last 3 rebounders how each one of them turned in the air so they didn't have to come down and then pivot and waste time. They were already facing the sideline. In each case, they have done exactly what they did in the drill. Carry on, please. Beautiful. Well done. Next group. Whoa, we're moving along. Moving along. These girls are in grade 7 and 8. I mean, they're doing one heck of a job. These girls are supposed to. They're supposed to do a heck of a job. Okay, 4 and 5, once again. Now, in your notes on the typed page, when we get the ball to the outlet is looking down the court right away, but she's not looking down there for very long. She's just glancing down the court, and she's ready to push the ball out. If that person is not wide open, she's going to bounce it one time and look and keep looking. And it's the 2's job, or the person in the 2 lane, now to try to get open again. She didn't get open deep. Let's see if she can get open again. That's 1 bounce. And if she does on the 1 bounce, she gets the ball. If she does not, this person on her 2nd bounce checks this side of the court. And on this side of the court, the 3 in this case, Alyssa will be here. And she'll be looking for the ball. If she is open, she receives the ball, and she looks to drive it to the basket, or she looks to hit the cutter, the 2 cutter, going to the hoop. The 2 cutter, in many cases, on this lead pass, is open. And she should be, because if she weren't open, she would have had the ball here. So her person had to have checked it, so all she has to do is put her person on the back, make a cut. Now for the people that are creating at a higher level, this is an absolutely wonderful time just to catch the ball and shoot the 3. Tonight we're emphasizing the inside game, but as you can see, if they are slow coming back, then we are going to be in a position to shoot the 3. We're not asking our players to shoot the 3 today. Not our 3s anyway. Okay, we are going to go 1 bounce to the 2 lead, 2 bounce to the 3 lead. Okay, let's go. Well done. Well done. Now, what we saw, actually, Becky got down there a little quickly, because if we had turned the ball over, I'm afraid we didn't have a safety. So I'll pick on her, because she's old enough to be picked on. The other thing, as the ball went to the floor on the first bounce, you see that our 3 and our 5 released immediately. So if the drive is being taken to the basket, we do have those two rebounders. Okay, coming back with the 1-3. Well done. Okay, let's do them both again. Let's do them both again. And Jamie, this time feed off to somebody. And this time, Alyssa, make the pass to the two cutting. Same thing with the outlet, though. Good. Good. Well done. And coming back. Good. Super job. Okay, edge. Here we go. Same thing. Two bounces to the two. Or one bounce to the two, excuse me. Good. Good. Well done. Two bounces to the three. Beautiful. Same thing, ladies. Well done, well done, well done. You're looking good. Good. Super job. Excellent. Whoa, yes. Never a doubt. Okay, a new group, please. So what we've seen, basically, so far, what we've seen is part of what we've done in the drills. And as Coach mentioned, in the drills, every person is a rebounder. Every person is a guard. Every person is a two lead. Once we get into this, obviously we are specializing. I'm not saying that these girls could not be guards, that these girls could not be forwards. I'm just saying that they have pretty specific skills and some special skills. What we'll look at now is a delayed break. And on the delayed break, we are going to give the ball to the two, but the two is not going to be able to penetrate, or the two is going to begin to penetrate and bring the ball back out in a veer dribble. What we will look at then is the sequence of cutting. And so the sequence of cutting right now is Alyssa at this end is going to make a dead stop here. And as soon as the ball looks at her, as soon as the eyes meet, then she is cutting to the basket. There's no reason for her to cut until the eyes meet, because the two might not see her and end up throwing the ball away. Once she is through with that, she exits to what our secondary break spot is going to be for the three, which is right here, in this area. As the three begins her exit, the five is going to come down again, but we would like, if possible, again, the five to take this angle, because we want the five, once again, on receiving the ball, to be able to put it up there and touch the top of that rectangle. If she's coming down the middle, that's pretty tough. Mind you, in her case, she might dunk it, but we all can't do that. So we'll do that now, okay? Well done. Beautiful, beautiful. Now you also notice how the ball, when it doesn't hit the top of the rectangle, doesn't go in quite as often as when it does. One of the things Jamie does and did very well here, our two, Jamie had the ball here and was prepared to make the pass, but she did not hold the ball out still in front of her. She kept the ball moving. She did not allow her, and she kept her free foot moving. She did not allow her person to set in and take away the pass she wished to make. She tried to create a passing angle to her cutters. Let's do it again, please. And you guys are ready? Okay. Good. Well done. Oh, isn't that sweet? All right, ladies. Nice going. Emily, well done. Missed the square by an inch. Rectangle, whatever. Oh, yes. New group, please. Doug, you want to check my Post-its, please? We're pretty smooth right now. We're going to get into adding a couple of things, but right now we're looking really smooth. I mean, if the defense is pretty terrible, we're going to get a lot of layups. And even if the defense is good, we're going to get some layups. Something that we've noticed over the years, though, is that if we don't attempt to get layups, we don't get them. So our first thought at this point is layups. The people that saw the clinic in November, Jay Triano talked about layups and free throws in the NBA, producing 1.5 points per possession, excluding turnovers. And there was a survey done a few years before in the NC2A, men and women combined, that had pretty similar results, 1.4 for layups, 1.36 for free throws. We know that the chance of our getting a free throw is much, much better when we're driving the ball to the basket or cutting the ball to the basket. And so that's what we want. Our provincial coaches, and everybody here has been one of our major goals has been, in our top several goals, has been to lead every tournament we've ever been in attempted layups and attempted free throws. That is one of our major goals. We work at it. And we do a lot in drills, as the first drill showed. What we're doing right now is we're going to play a team that's got a coach who has realized that if this person gets the ball, we're going to run a really good break. And so what we're going to do here is just bounce the ball off the board, and we're going to show what happens. Now, this person takes off because that's her job, so she's out of here. And so does this person. Now, the reason I asked the four just to walk through and come over to this position now, which she could have been doing or she could have gone behind, is at this point of time, I think we'd get wider to start with to make the defensive person maybe have to run a little bit farther over here. But if the coach is saying, don't let this person get a rebound, we could be in a situation like this, where this person is not getting this outlet pass. This is where on your charts, on your drawing, you have a relay situation. And the relay situation, the ball goes here, and then the ball goes middle. Go middle. Take me out of the picture. So I'm here, take me out. Okay, take it and go. Any question? Now, we haven't done this before with this group or with this group. So I'm going to have these girls do it 4 times so you get a good look at it. Okay, come on back and we'll hit the relay person. Good. Any choice you wish. Any choice you wish. Beautiful. 2 more times. Great. Looking really good. Ladies? On the opposite side of the floor with the 3 receiving the rebound, the same thing would occur. Okay, let's go, please. Good. Good. Well done. Hit the middle. Whoa, isn't that nice? Oh, we are doing good. And again, please. Oh, boy. Manoj, it's no wonder you like coaching them. It's no wonder you like coaching them. The relay person, we're not doing press break today, but the relay person, the shape that we have of our fast break, of our full court break, becomes the shape of our press break, and our relay person becomes important. As you can, in presses, of course, we can't always get the ball into the same one. We do practice against relay in practice. We don't do it every single day, but we do it. If we practice 4 times a week, we'll do it every second day for the first part of the year, and we are prepared to call a timeout immediately and say we've got to relay the ball. Because a person checking that outlet in many cases will stop the fast break. I'm not going to show this. We don't have to. I can describe. If the 1 gets the rebound, the 2 is in her lane, and the 3 is in her lane. They happen to be our quickest people. If the 2 gets the rebound, the 1 is in the 2 lane. It's the 2 lane by definition. It doesn't mean the 2 has to be there. But if rebound is here, it's the same. If rebound comes here, she takes the lane. Any questions? Okay, looking at the last part, I believe. If we cannot get the ball in 1 bounce or here right away, or 1 bounce here, or 2nd bounce here, on the 3rd bounce, our guard, our 1, is going to take the ball, cross it over to the middle of the court. Now, as that occurs, the 2 is going to come up and set a screen. The 1 is going to take the ball off the screen and take it to the basket to score. That is going to be her first move. She's looking for her layup. The 2 then is going to pop out after setting the screen and become the reverse person. Let's do that, please. Well done. And again. I don't have to nag, I don't have to criticize. In each case, when Cece took the ball over Jamie, in each case, they were shoulder to shoulder. There's no way anybody was getting in between. The defense had to make a decision now on how they're going to check. Are they going to switch? Have they hedged? In this case, they could not fight over. Absolutely super fundamentals. Okay, young ladies? Good. Well done. Stay on the floor, girls. And take the ball in the 2 position. And in the reverse position, and the 4, and the 3. Good, and the 5. If we don't score, if we have not hit any of our primary options on our fast break, but we have been able to get the ball to this spot, the exit position of the 3 was this way and out. The exit position of the 4 was this way and back. The reverse person is the 1. Understood? So these girls are going to take the ball down the court, down and back, and you're not going to score. We're going to get the ball to the 2, and you're going to get to your secondary break positions. Okay, do it. Stop. Take the ball back. Good. Well done. Okay, same thing coming back. Just hang on to the ball. Good. Cutter. Cutter. 4, 3. Any questions? We're now ready to get into secondary break. Okay, new team. We're going to take 2 stunts. We're going to stunt going this way by breaking off our normal break. And we're going to get the ball to the 2, But the 3, instead of cutting to the basket, the 3 is just going to turn and set a screen here, and the 5 is going to rub off. We're going to get it to rub. So we are in a set play situation. The 3 is not going, she's going to start in, come back, the 5's coming out. Now, to make her feel better, coming back, she is still not going to cut to the basket. This time, she's going to walk down the key. And this time, the 5 is going to come in and set a screen for her, and she's going to take a nice little shuffle cut off the screen and catch the ball here. Okay, let's do that, please. So we have 2 set plays called out of a timeout. Excellent. Woo, aren't we glad she made it? Now the pressure's on Alyssa coming back. Okay. Good, good. Perfect pass, perfect shot. Any questions? All right, your team is going to go down, score, and then you're going to take the ball out of bounds, and the 1 is going to be in the outlet spot, the 2 is going to be in the 2 lane, the 3 is going to be on the edge of the circle, and the 5 is going to be on the edge, inside edge of the volleyball court, coming back. Okay? And what we're going to do off of that is we haven't practiced this at all. But after we score, we want to keep the same form as off a rebound, so that's what we're going to attempt to do. So this is our breakout when there is no pressure. Okay, play. Sorry? Good? 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 Excellent. Excellent. Same thing coming back. This time hit the 3 cutter, please. Cece? Thanks. Okay. Well done. And a breakout. So, if we face no pressure, every time we practice our shell break, we practice our breakout. Any questions?
Over the years. So I'm just probably doing like most coaches, I'm just copying what other people do. And that's why we're all here, is that, hopefully we can pick something up that we like and something that we can utilize. These girls here, they are going to demonstrate the simple secondary options that we run. In your handout that you have there, you won't see the first several plays that we run, but it's something I'm sure I've seen some people that I've coached against. You've probably heard these, either our girls yelling it or I'm yelling it. First group's ready. We're at center. Let's go. Line ourselves up. We're going into, what do you want? Go, call it. Okay. Now that was very good footwork on Emma's part, and I want to talk about that as a point of emphasis with Emma here. Emma, one of the things is on that crowd, we call it crowd because we want that person to come into what we call the crowd area. And you notice when she cut below the hoop. And if anybody has played, and I've seen several guys, they know what position this is. This is the Gretzky position, right? Behind the net, and Emma had a nice plant, and she came around, planting this foot, and then coming up underneath. Can you show me the footwork again, Emma? So she came through here, and she beat her check under the basket. Now, if the check was low, what would you do differently? She would take her check over top, right? But we'd get a better angle to the board. Can I see that going over top? Same group. Let's go. Hustle in, Emma. Okay, go. Crowd. Now we're going over top on this. Wait for the ball. Curl. Look for it. There you go. Sorry, in the crowd. There we go. Nice footwork. Good balance. All right. Next group. You got it. Let's go. Clear, clear, clear. Go. Whatever you, yep. Let's go. Good footwork. There we go. Okay, bringing it. What do you got next? Give me something. Go. So now they're running something called curl here. 2 gets the ball. Okay, boom, coming around. Board it, finish it. Okay, now I want to talk about something that happens here off that. Can we get back set up into that, please? Okay, so 2 has the ball right now, and let's look at timing here. Also, I want to note, 5 is actually, a little bit higher, please. 5's here, 3's double stacked. Because what happens here, if this person decides to drive, we have 2 offside rebounders, okay, and a person filling in to complete a rebounding triangle if she does shoot right away. The other thing that we get off this is it's a natural screening action. Because this player now knows that if their check is here, all they have to do is take him down this way and use this natural, back screen into this position. Okay, she has the option as well. Where else could you go? So she could come underneath as well. Okay, all right. Let's go next group. Let's see curl. Okay. See the jumper? Boom, pop, and hit it. There you go. Good. Next group in. What do we got next, Haley? Trail. Let's see it. Okay. Okay, cut hard, over top. Okay, so again, a natural back screen action by the person that coach called the lead. Instead of the lead flooding all the way down to the left side, they just come into the high post area here and just set a natural back screen. And they can call it as they're coming up the floor, and they're listening for the point guard's voice. So if they hear trail, they know they've got to wait. So the lead then waits in that high post back screen position. Next group, let's see it. Go. There we go. Good. Okay, what do we got next? Okay. So this is the next option you're going to see here. What happens after a while is as we're getting, simple options, and as you guys can see, this stuff is really simple, but it's amazing. Simple really works, and especially if kids have good footwork and they're really good at taking their person away and setting them up. Simple is better, and it gets done really quick. You want to be able to score in that first 3 to 5 seconds. Now, what happens in this sequence here is that as soon as you start scoring quite easy, right away they try to deny this position. And as soon as they try to deny this position, we want them to do that. Because then what we end up doing is we run this little option, and it's called zip in our secondary. So let's see zip. Go. Okay. Finish it. Can we get the pound? Yeah. Who's got that? And you got it? Okay, so you're back zip in the sky. Okay, let's go zip. Okay, not bad. Now Anne's left-handed, and I know she has a tough time with that pass because she is left-handed. But what we'd like to do with that pass, Skylar, can you stay with me? If that person's drawing up here into this position, she's being denied. Now she back cuts. Back cut, please. And then the ball's passed on this side of her hip. Okay? And because the defender's going to be trailing her anyways as well. She doesn't even need to square up. And it's really quick because the deny's happening there. Okay? So those are our, did we do them all? Okay, so those are the 4 simple things that we've run in our secondary over the last 2 years that we've played together as a group. And quite often, we don't do much else because when we're playing against other teams, like when they were in grade 7 and 6, other teams that we played against, they weren't structured, they didn't break out in a coherent secondary like this. We had everybody in their positions, the lead, we had everybody in those spots flying down the floor in a good fashion and people looking long right away. That was the most important thing that I found was with a younger group of kids, if I can teach them how to throw a baseball pass, if I can get them to understand to be ahead of the play, you can get down there in a hurry. Now once we get them down in a hurry, if people are in the way, then they can have some quick options in those first 5 seconds of offense. Instead of backing it up and then saying, okay, run. Do you know what I mean? They can actually do it in transition as they listen for each other. Now, what I'm going to do is we're going to look at some other secondary options that are on your sheet, and it's something I'm going to probably integrate with my girls as well. Some of them have done it, some of them haven't, but we're going to look at running some of these right now. So the first sequence we've got here, I think Coach went into a bit of one. We saw that nice little high screen with the 2 when the 1 got the ball and attacked off the dribble, and there was a nice little screen action, and that person came around the corner. So what I'd like is, let's get this group in. You guys are in front court. Okay, everybody in position. Okay, 1 in that high, 4, 2. Okay, so what we're looking at here is a real simple thing here. 4, we're over here. Okay? We're 4 out, 1 in right now, okay? And when we're into this position here, we're going to run something called flash. Okay, and all that happens right now, ball's been reversed, one has it now. Now, depending on your talent, this is what you might want to do, right? If we have a dominant post, we can get a flash right away. We'd like to see that happen. So ball gets reversed here. Boom. Let's get the flash into the middle. Boom. Look for the ball. Hitter. Let's go. And we're in turning. What's the rest of us doing? Taking pictures? Oh, we got long safety, short safety. We've got a triangle, right? Okay. So let's go back at center. Next group. You guys ready? Let's see flash. So let's see a flash off the reverse. Okay. We'll do that one again. But what we'll do is we'll do it off the secondary. 2 will reverse the ball and we'll just see flash, okay? I'm just going to run flash, but 2, you're going to reverse to 1, okay? All right, next group, let's go back again. Yeah. Okay, let's go. They're going to run flash again. Let's go. On the move now. Boom. Ball's here. Reverse. Come. Look for her here. Just a simple flash. Okay, next group's ready. Same thing. Let's get the pass of the 2 first, then reverse. Let's go. Flash. Okay. Make sure you protect the ball. Don't drop it too low. Okay. Next group. Okay. Now we're going to look at, we've had flash. We've seen that happen. Now we're going to look for a give and go. Let's start at center, please. So 4 is going to reverse then the ball again now to the 3. We've reversed from 2 to 1 and then to 4. 4 is going to reverse to 3. And now we're looking for a simple give and go. Okay? Let's go. Okay, Michelle, what should we do before? Take our check away, right? Let's do that again. Okay, let's go all the way back. Okay, it's very, very important. That's just a little thing, but it makes all the difference whether or not you get open or not. Okay, let's go. Let's see it. Okay, boom. Look for the reverse. Ball's there. Okay, take your check away. Boom, hard flash. There we go. Look for her, and good finish. Okay, next group's ready. We got that, so we're looking for that simple give and go off that. Let's go. Okay, good. You guys can go again. I want you to do that one again. All the way from center, please. Okay. So let's bring it back now. Next group's ready. Okay. So what we're going to look at is, I want to talk about some things that we can do. We're going to look at, again, that flash. But I want to talk about something you can do with the 2. If the 2's check is, a pesky defender, you may want to clear the 2. So what we're going to look at now, let's go back to that flash for the 5, but 2, you're going to vacate out so we have just an ISO there. Okay, you can look to score. You got the whole right side open because she's cleared out. There's no help. Okay, go. So let's look at flash. Ball's there. Reverse. Okay, reverse. Clear out, Skylar. All the way through. Let's go. Reverse. And then we're flashing right there. So you got that whole right side now to make that move, okay? All right, next group, we see that. So 2's going to clear after the reverse, okay? Let's go. So she can get that whole right side, get an angle to the board off that, okay? Okay, next group here. So what we're going to do now, okay, we'll go back to the reverse. We've done reverse to the 4. We've got it over to the 3. And let's talk about now, once the ball gets over to the 3, 3's got some options, right? They're looking to penetrate. But what we have to make sure that players understand is, off of penetration, there's certain things you need to do. How many times you see when a kid drives, somebody else steps into their way and they're on the same team? Or they get in the wrong position, or they're bumping into other people. So we want to teach them about, timing and spacing. Those are very critical, especially on penetration. So let's get the ball reversed. We'll get into it and reverse it all the way to the 3 to end. Okay, go. Okay, boom. So do your give and go cut. So she gives and goes. She doesn't get anything, okay? If she doesn't get anything, she just steps out and she's just right there. Okay, not that far. Stay in the post here. Now, Ann, okay, right now she can look for middle drive. If she gets a middle drive now, we have to look at where these players end up. So attack middle, please. Okay, now, hang on. Let's talk about something else. That's my mistake. Back it up. So you'd have flashed, right? Okay, so she'll flash here. Ball's been reversed. Now, as soon as Ann starts attacking, okay, what are you going to be doing? Go, attack, okay? She's stepping off the block here. Now she's reading. Either she's got a nice little jumper here, and if she does attack here and her check, if she's beaten her check, Caitlin's check is going to come and help. So now it's up to her to read. So either if Caitlin's check comes, what would you do? Ball comes there, what would you do? She'd shoot the ball, right? Okay, and we have offside board, and notice we have a triangle. We'd have everybody in position to rebound the ball. So let's see that in full speed. Okay, make sure we get the flash. Make sure we get the give and go cut and replace. Okay, go. So looking here, we're flashing. Come a little higher. Okay, good. Come through, attack. Okay, you got to attack right away. Okay, look for it. Boom, pass down. Shots up, in position. Next group's ready. We got this. Make sure we get our flash, our give and go. Cut through, look for the ball. Okay. Attack. Nice shot. Okay, let's go. Okay, next group. I want it again. Different decision. Shoot it. I want to see a pull-up jumper. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. There we go. Let's see if girls can jump shoot. Let's go. Hit that. There you go. Get in. Rebound. Okay. Next group's ready. Let's go. Let's go again. Make it a different decision now, Bailey. We attack. Rebound. Finish it. Okay. We always talk about doing that. Finish it. Finish it. Okay, good. All right. So now we're going to look at 3. Now you've got your strong hand. You're going to look at a baseline drive. And we got to look at where we move based on that baseline drive now. Okay? So you know where you're going? If she drives baseline? Let's see if you naturally do it. I think you will. Let's go. Ball's here. We're looking. There's our flash. Our give and go cut. She starts coming here. She attacks baseline. Where do you go? No. You know where. Yeah, in the middle, right? So let's look at the footwork for that, right? If somebody comes dribbling at me this way, I know if I release my check, I'm just going to come and stand right in front of the hoop here. So let's see that again, right from center. Rewind it. Let's get the timing. Okay? Next group, ready? Okay, we're looking for the seal. Make sure we look. Ball fakes, see them. Okay, we attack hard. Step in the middle. Boom, hit her. Okay. That's okay. All right, next time. Next group's ready. Okay. Make sure, Michelle, we drop that foot, reverse pivot. Okay. Flash, look at her, ball fake. Make sure you see her. Attack. No. Okay. Let's talk about that again. If she starts driving, let's talk about our timing here, Bailey. You have the ball here. If you see Bailey driving at you, give the ball back to Bailey. Where should you be going? Under here. Go. Under. Go. Drive. Attack. Now you're looking for the ball there, right? Do you understand? So we got to cycle in and replace. If she releases, chances are, what's her check going to do? Probably going to go guard her if she drives hard, okay? So make sure we step to the middle. Next group, same thing. Watch the footwork, please. Lana, Michelle, okay? Something we'll probably do later. We talked about doing these clinics, but we're really going to look at fundamental footwork as well, and teaching, those kind of things as well. So if someone does come and drive here, I know I've got to drop this foot and just shuffle into this space. Really efficient movement, right? Gets us quickly into those positions. Okay, so let's see it. Go. Look for the fly. There we go. Hit her. There we go. Nice. Next group. You guys got that now, Annie? Got the footwork? Let's see it. Okay, let's see the flash. Okay, start. Boom. Give and go. Look for her. Okay, nothing there. Starts attacking. Other way. There you go. Good. Look for it. Not bad. Good. All right. Okay, so we've looked at that in terms of the baseline drive. Now, this is when, if we didn't have the 2 in that spot, you remember I went back to flash and I talked about whether we vacated that side so that we'd have the 5. So what we're going to do now is we're going to allow the 2 now to cut through. And let's look at what it looks like if we're doing those things, okay? So let's get the 2 flashing through. Okay, go. Ball's there. Reverse. Skylar, cut through underneath. So we're still sealing. We're still looking. Okay, let's stop and let's look at what we have here. So 2 comes out to 3-point line now, okay? And now we have a situation here, okay? If there is a dribble action and this person's here, like we had that baseline drive, she's just going to replace, okay? And that's like dribble drive offense if anyone's seen that. If she dribbles to the baseline, Skylar just replaces behind her. Go, dribble baseline, you replace behind her. So now she has someone in a safety valve position, okay, on that. Okay, so let's get the ball back to Ann. Okay, on that. Okay, so let's look at, so at baseline. So let's look now, if the ball does get reversed down to the 2, okay, so ball's here now. So we've had, who's did their give and go? Who should be in the post? Okay, so she's down into this position here. Okay, so now we've got 2-person game in here. We can go inside, play off this, okay? So if the ball goes in, give it to her. See a good strong move. Balance and finish, okay? Okay, so ball back here. Okay, it's clear. Let's get next group. So let's get the ball through to the 2, and we're looking to go inside, okay? Okay, so let's see all our sequences. Look, there's a flash here, flash there, come a little bit higher. Finish and left hand finish. There you go. Next group. Let's look for that flash again. Come through. We're looking. Boom. Okay, next group. Okay, so now we're going to look at, we're going to look at the 2 driving either middle or baseline, and we'll see how we rotate off that. So let's get all the way down to the 2. Okay, let's go. Okay, so ball's here now. So what we have here off of this action now, if the 2 gets the ball and starts attacking here, this person is going to vacate the corner. And this is something that we've done, a lot. You guys have probably heard Glenlawn teams yell the word wheel every now and then. But what happens here on this action, on a dribble out, she starts attacking here. And if she can beat this check, and I'm going to talk another thing that I do in terms of footwork, but I like to get the reverse pivot here. Okay, and the reason I like that sometimes is that what it does is, if I come into this position, I'm on my toes and I'm ready to shoot the ball right away. The other thing that it gives me is baseline foot, pivot foot, so I can jab here and get this person biting. If I get them biting and then I can start attacking here, whose check is going to come and help me? Ann's check, right? So what'll happen then off of that is Ann's going to dive into this middle area right into here off that drive. So come back and let's see that drive, okay? So Sky, you have right foot, pivot foot, so you're jabbing with your left foot. So let me see it. So jab, and then come back, attack. So now you're looking, keep going, and you're looking for Ann, right here. Ann, don't go too deep, because we've got someone in that position here. So if you hit Ann there, she's got a little shot. Right there, and we got people in position to rebound the ball. Right, Michelle? Okay, good. All right, so let's see that. So let's see that all the way through on the attack, and we're looking for that person replacing off that. Okay, attack, go, dive now. Look for her, hit her here. Okay, and she's still looking for her option as well, too, because if she shoots the ball now, how many people do we have on the glass? We have 3 people waiting to rebound that shot as well. Okay, next group's ready to go. Let's see that. So the next time you shoot it, and then we're looking for rebound. No, the dribble out. Okay. Okay, so we attack, we're looking. Okay, we hit her. Okay, good job. Okay, next group's in. Off the dribble out. Okay, so we dribble out, turn the corner, look for the shot, and we've got 3 people on the glass as well, right? So that's something that we always try to emphasize, is always making sure we have people in rebounding position, especially on the offside board. What's our rule when we shoot the ball, girls? What do you have to do? You hear what they said? They said you have to make sure when you shoot the ball that it goes over the front of the rim. And the reason we like doing that is we want to make sure that the ball, if it does miss, it goes to the opposite side. And hopefully we'll have somebody on that offside board or someone double stacked as well. Next group's ready. Let's see that. Go. Looking for the shot, Shayla. Okay, attack. Look for it. Shots up. We've got rebounders. We've got long safety, short safety. Finish it. There we go. Good. Okay. All right. Next group's in. Okay, so now we're looking at a baseline drive now. Okay, so Skylar, now you're going to be attacking the baseline, and we're going to look at how we move based on that baseline penetration. Go. So she's here, boom, sweet. She attacks baseline, so where are we going? There, we're replacing into there. Okay, where have you gone? Okay, if she drives here, we want to look at where you'd end up. You'd still be out here because you don't want to force your check here, okay? So you're looking for baseline drive. You've got here, here, so make a decision. Okay, there we go. Next group's ready. Let's see it. Baseline drive. Okay, step out. We're driving hard baseline. Oh, we're going baseline drive. Bring it back, bring it back. Ball back here, please. Okay, first time doing it. They're doing great. Okay, so ball's here. Okay, so you've reverse pivot out here. So now you're driving baseline with your left hand. Other left hand. Okay, there we go. Now we're looking for the open person. There we go. Good. Nice left-handed pass. Okay, finish that. Good. Next group's ready. Let's see that. Now let's pick up the speed a bit. Step in the middle. There we go. Boom. Okay, good. Next group. Other left hand, Shayla, please. Remember, we're driving baseline, right? We're not going to be dribbling into someone. Left hand dribble next time. Okay? Clear. Next group. Okay. All right. So now you guys can. So once we've built that, well, I've just shown them, and a lot of them, we only had half of them at practice the last time. And so now what I do is I just allow them to just pick options now. Because in a real game, you know, that's exactly what they'd be doing. The other thing that we do is we're building any type of structure, whether it's a press break, an offense, et cetera. There's a little thing that Dale, we talked about that, is building those things you put in defense. And oftentimes, as soon as you put in defense knows what? They know all the plays, right? Because they've been running them too. So one of the rules we have is they can't play with their hands. So they have to play with their feet, which allows offense now to be able to see the lanes and what's open. So what I'd do is I'd put in 2 or 3 defenders. They would pick someone to guard, and then they would have to make reads off that, okay? The other thing that it forces the defense to do is to use their feet, and they have to play with their feet all the time, but they're not allowed to use their hands. So we'd build it in, we'd put 2, 3, 4, and then 5 players against them, okay? Then we'd allow them to use their hands. Now, what you guys are going to do is you're going to pick any one of the options out of that secondary. So we had a flash, we had our give and go, we had a middle drive with the 3, and we had a baseline drive, and then after we looked at the 2 as well. So wherever you want to find an open person, be creative, yes? Yeah, you got it. And the 3 is open on that opposite side, Brittany, you're right. Go. So okay, good. We hit the give and go. Next group, take a pick, whatever you want.
I know when to go because sometimes if they're in the shell and then like they could be doing give and go, but I don't know.
We'll tell you when to clear.
When
we'd tell you whether to clear or not. I would. Good question. Okay, next group. Look for an option. You coming through? There you go. Yep, she doesn't give it to her. Now you come through. Yeah. Oh, I see your question. That's a very good question, Skylar. Yeah, if she has the ball, you know you got to start clearing, eh? Okay? As it comes through, as it's swinging, okay? Mm-hmm. Okay, let's go.
They could be doing a give and go.
Let's hit Brit for the 3, eh? On the skip. Where's our rebounders? Girls, are we taking pictures? Let's not take pictures, eh? Get our triangle. Okay? Let's go. Next group. Okay, cut through here. Come in. Dive in. Good. Dribble out. Skip it. Shots up. Ooh, finish it. Let's go. Find someone. Okay. So that's basically that secondary that you guys have in front of you. We're going to be running this and getting the kids to play off it. It's funny because, you know, oftentimes as coaches, we think that young kids, they may not be able to internalize these things. But what we end up doing is, you know, you can see these girls, they can start understanding and seeing these things. They didn't miss a beat after following a varsity girls team because they're starting to understand the concepts of timing, spacing, and balance. And just putting them in structures like this helps them to understand and see the game better. And I think that, you know, at this age, if they can learn that, it's just going to help them as they progress. And then we keep adding on the layers of skills and strength and all those other things. So my time is up. Thank you very much.
I'll get into secondary break set, please, with the ball with the 2. 2, just, yeah. Okay, we've come down the court. We couldn't get our original fast break, and we're now into the same set that Min was in, the same set that the team edge was in. We're just going to run a little bit more complex of the secondary break that you have in your notes. And what we will start it the same way, though. The ball will come back to the guard, to the 1, and the 2 will go through. And the 4 will step out and over here, if possible, all the way here. And cross the ball over, and here's your flash, and exactly what they did, and as what they did as well. When the ball gets to the flash person, she looks to drop step, and she attempts to take the layup, which is wonderful. And if it's not there, because she's facing in that direction with her drop step, or at least part of it, this person is filled as soon as the ball has gotten into the key. So we're looking here, and to start off with, we'll take this person into this angle. And the reason for that is we're still looking for the inside game. We didn't get it right now. Now, we know referees don't like calling seconds in the key, so she's going to be here about 3 seconds. But the point is, on the 4th or 5th second, she's going to have to get out. So if she gives the ball to this area, she is going to have to step out to this area. And the reason we're asking you to do that is to get out of the road. Let's do that then. Drop step part-time. You can't get all the way around. Double team, pitch, and drive. And you're going to have to go outside the other side. Okay, take it from the beginning, and we'll go all the way to there. Good. 2 has the ball. Good. Cece is a really good three-point shooter, and we have a really good three-point shooter on this team. We've designated that our 2 best three-point shooters are here and here because they are right now. And so she has, at this point of time, a 3-shooter here and a 3-shooter in the corner. And this time she's going to not be able to make a drop step at all. She's going to have to face that direction. We'll give it to the corner and shoot the 3. Okay, here we go. Not there? It's there. Now, at this point, we should have, no, we didn't say lob pass. We'll do it again. What we should have in this situation is something that we are playing a couple of girls out of position today. One of the girls that we rehearsed with the other night is ill, and so we have a couple of girls out of position because when the ball gets to this spot here, this person is going to be moving into this area because she's a very good shooter from here. And we have the 3-shooter in the corner, and you can see how wonderful she is. And then we have our shooter over on this side as well. And so we're going to do the same thing again. But as the ball is in the air, we know for sure that we're going to have a weak side rebounder, and we are going to have a strong side rebounder, and we are going to have a stacked rebounder. So on the threes that we shoot, whether it's from this corner or whether it's from that wing with her or with her, we will have 2 people on the weak side board. We will have the weak side board stacked. One of the things we especially want to do against zones, but we will try obviously to do anytime we shoot a 3. Okay, let's begin again. Pressure's on for Jamie. Good. Going to the board? Well done. And see, as she followed her shot 1 step, as all good 3-point shooters do, it came right back to her and we ended up scoring. Okay, continue from the wing spot again, please, from the 2. Good. No, I'll take it back, please. Becky, hang on. Okay. It's not open. So here we go here. As it goes to this position, we're stepping out here, and this person is running a curl. And she's getting there as quickly as she can, and she's just coming to this position looking for the ball. As she's doing such a thing, I would prefer possibly, Alyssa hasn't played here before, I would prefer possibly for her to be inside the top of the D. And what she did was perfect. When she caught the ball, she turned and she stepped in this direction to look to see if our 4 who was running the curl was open. It turned out she wasn't, but by doing so, we allowed this person now to step in and set the screen right over the defensive person's foot. Now, this person at this time now, Alyssa, is closer to the hoop than she would have been when she takes the ball over top. What we're going to do, too, as it gets to this position, is we're going to, the 4, after she comes through, is going to come up to the edge of the volleyball court line and watch for a while. And the 2 is going to stack in behind her. And so what we have here is we are going to get a straight screen and roll, and the prime target for this will be the layup, and then it will be the layup, and then it will be the layup. And that's what we will do in the next 3 sessions. But I would like to go over a couple of fundamental things. First of all, we do want to set up to get our screener in tight, and so we do want to take this step. Now, as we take this step, if our person is getting ready to take the screen away, and these people are paying attention here, this person could drive the ball all the way across to this side to get to this spot where they could bank again or play a 2-person game here. So as Min was saying with his group, we're playing basketball, but right now we're following diagrams. So as she comes over this, she is going to brush shoulders, and she knows that, and the first dribble she takes, we designate and have designated for years as a reading dribble. As the person takes the first dribble over here, certain reads will occur. On the first dribble, not much is going to occur. We just want her to get it over here. And if she gets it over, all of a sudden we can start to play. But as she gets it over on this first dribble too, the screener is going to look over her right shoulder, because if she does not see the ball, she's not going to the basket yet. So on the reading dribble, she is waiting for the ball to appear. The second dribble now, she has made up her mind about something. And the first thing she's going to make up her mind about, if possible, is to take the ball all the way in there and shoot the layup. The second thing, as I said, she's going to think about is the roll person. Okay, let's do that, please. Okay, we're to this spot, step in, over, all the way to the basket. Good. Now in this situation, we have the 4 following for the rebound. We have the person standing to receive for the 3 or the drive. At this point of time when it comes over, our 2, who has been stacked into this position, as soon as she sees the ball get into the key, here we have rebounder moving, and here we have long safety. And her long safety can be on this side of the court. It doesn't matter to us that she has to get to the center circle. It matters a lot to us that she gets outside the attack line. And so when the ball is shot and goes through the basket, she will be outside the attack line in the long safety position. Any question? Okay, we've already made the layup. We'll take the roll person, please. So reading step, taking it over, roll person. Absolutely wonderful. And we have the follow with the rebounder, and good. Now we're going to give the ball. We are going to check to make sure we have a layup. We are going to check over our shoulder on our second dribble to make sure that she is open. She isn't. So we're going to pull the ball back now, and we're going to find this person. Okay, let's do that, please. Good. Our first thing we're looking for is the layup, because that's the name of the clinic, right? When we give the ball to her outside the three-point line, which we're going to do right now, the 5 is going to wait to see what happens, and if the layup occurs, the 5 is going to leave the space for her. If the layup does not occur, she's going to move across, and she's going to post up into the strong side area. Okay, carry on. There's the second dribble. It's not there. There's the pass. Good. And there's our bank. Once again, we're looking for a layup. Let's take the ball now over to Cece and see where we were. As this occurred, if we did not get the ball to our 5, our 3, after giving up the ball, has moved across the key and is moving into a rebound area. Our 4 is moving into an area behind her, and our 2 is moving into a shooting area. We know once we get the ball to our post, we are looking for this person to score, to our 5. We are looking for her to score. Maybe at whatever level you're teaching, we should be able to, if we're using right foot, pivot foot here, we should be able to drop step, drop it, and make a layup. Or we should be able to, with right foot, pivot foot, still turn and take a shot. Or if we have to, turn all the way around and take a shot. I don't know whether you want your person dribbling into the key or not. But we are looking, definitely, to look for the drop step layup and the shot. Right now, the ball will go into the post. Jane will be here by now. So as she turns and faces the hoop, she sees shooter, as she is turning to face the hoop. She's either got a drop step layup, and it's irrelevant, go ahead, or she is faced up. And as she is faced up, we have shooter. As she faces up, we're going to run a flash and dive, but we're also going to screen with it. The reason for this is we're still looking for layups. It's a layup clinic, right? And so right now I am checking the 3. So I have opened to the 3 in this position. I haven't doubled down. What we're going to do is bring the 4 in behind and set a tough back screen, and this person is going to come off the screen. We believe at this point of time, if they make a switch, I have a really good chance at the rebound. I do. If they don't, she does. So what we're looking at right now is layup. We have the opportunity, again, to get layups by setting this back screen every time we post the ball. If we had a wonderful three-point shooter in this spot, maybe we wouldn't do that at all. Maybe we'd be in this position and let this person choose 3-3-3. But at this level, and at the level that Min is working, perhaps our three-point shot isn't as good as our layups and our free throws, or maybe even our drives and pull-ups. In this case, this should help us get layups. Any questions? Nothing? Good. Let's take it back again then, please. Let's take it all the way back to the 2 over here, take it all the way around, and let's take a look at the fundamentals as we do so. That was a crappy pass. Okay, good. No, I'm sorry. Take options. Take options all the way around. All the way to where we got, including the pass to Emily. Take it all the way back to the 2, please. And Jamie, start again, please. And Jamie, make a much better pass. That was terrible. Good. 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 Now this side of the floor is pretty much taken care of. Once we get it into a triangle where we do have the ball with the 3, with the 1, and just here, and we do have the 2 out here in this situation, and we have you people stacked over there. Once we do get to this position, as Jay Triano was showing, if you are at a very high level, some of you are at a pretty high level, you may not want these people just to stand in space. You may want a screen to be set. You may want Cece to set a screen for Jamie, or you may want Jamie to set a screen for Cece. In that case, what we're saying is we can't get our post to turn and face the hoop. And if we can't get our post to turn and face the hoop, our post is going to basically become either a drop step player or a relay person, somebody who passes the ball. If she can become a threat, then we have an entirely different story. Okay, bring it back out all the way to the two again, please. Now, we have seen right now, in the last 16 times down the court that the defensive person, when the 4 gives the ball to the 3, the defensive person of the 4 has basically gone to sleep. She's realized that a curl is going to be run, and she's just taking it easy, lobbing, and she knows she's not going to have to play for a while. So what we're going to do now is make her pay. So when the ball comes from here to here to here to there, the 5, instead of carrying on through, she's just going to come and set a back screen here. And the 4 is going to come off the back screen, and the 3 is going to give her the ball on a lob pass. Okay? Let's do that, please. Good. Take a look at the... Good, good, good. There we go. Well done. Absolutely. Now, without any doubt, with no doubt, and I guarantee you, sometime during the game, after a few of these options have been run, if you're running this set, this person's check will give you a layup. All you've got to do is realize somebody on the bench is going to realize, or they're going to realize together, my person isn't playing. And as soon as your person isn't playing, you just get together, they're sisters. Say, hey, give me a screen. You know, let's do it again. Good. Wonderful. Absolutely. Any question in there? Nothing? Okay, all the way around again. We'll take it all the way around to the 3. And we're going to stop here. Okay, out by the green line. No, just stay there. As we take it over top now, here's our reading dribble. Here's our other dribble, and there are a whole bunch of people here. Maybe we even take another dribble and bring it back out. We can't get it here, and we can't get it here. We have an overplay, and we have a sagger, so we can't even get a back door. So we're just going to turn. Now, as we turn, let's bring it out in front of the volleyball court. Let's make an easier pass for our 3. What we're going to do here, and Coach Kornberger and Coach McGregor are going to talk about the map when they do their next session. But what we're going to do here is bring this person out. This person is going to come out and take the ball from this side. And once she receives it in this position, the 3, good. The 3 is going to screen away for the 1 on the weak side. This person is going to look for a middle drive. This person's going to post up. This person's posted up. We're looking for middle drive. We're hoping that these people are busy, and if this person is giving up the right hand, we're turning the corner. Any question? Bring it all the way back to here, please. With the to here, please. And come off the screen in a flare. Coming in this direction is called a flare. Okay? Here, good. Good. Well done. Now we're looking layup, or we're looking to drop it off for the layup. One of the first things I said when I introduced this is that we're not only looking for the layup, we're looking for the layup from the offensive rebound. And I hope I said that. I might have forgotten. But if I didn't, I'm saying now. We want people to offensive rebound. We believe that every shot we take that's in the key, we will have offensive rebounders. We believe in every single shot that we take that's a 3, we will have offensive rebounders. I hope that we're getting them now as we play. Okay, let's continue. We'll take it again, and this time, Jamie, drop it off to somebody or pitch it. Good. There's your seg. Pull it back out. Good. Good. Absolutely. What we have now, just take the ball back, James. What we have now then is we have the ball in this spot. We have this side screened away. We have the 1 has come over the screen. We're in a balanced situation now where you can move in a little bit closer. If we post the ball now, what are you going to tell Emily now when we post the ball? You're going to tell her to set a back screen for you. Okay? So let's post the ball. Post the ball. We have shooter, shooter, and here we have flash and dive. right? We did it on this side. We're going to do it on that side. On this side, the 4 set the back screen for the 3. On this side, the 5 set the back screen for the 3. Once again, we're trying to get layups off a missed shot. Okay, let's do that again. Good. Missed the shot. Okay, shoot the ball. That'll do. This time we'll do it again and miss the shot, and let's see what happens. Good? Okay, I meant for her to miss the shot, but that was a good miss also. Another thing, on your diagrams, what you'll see with the ball here is if we have a special player here, and this player here is not quite where this special player is at this time in her or his basketball life, maybe we're going to set a cross screen, and actually we will. And so we're going to set a cross screen here as the screen for the 3 for the 1 is happening. The 4 is going to screen for the 5. That doesn't mean that this person can't still shoot, and it doesn't mean that this person can't still middle drive, but right now it also opens up something else for this person on this angle. As these people are all screening, this person may get a really good chance to take it to the edge of the board. If she does, we have another layup opportunity. Am I right about this? Yes, I certainly am. So we'll take it back here to Alyssa. We'll give it over here. We'll run a cross screen, and somebody will score. Alyssa, you're going to give the ball over here, and we're going to get some action going. Good. Off of the stack. Excellent. Well done. And let's continue with that. Now we'll set the cross screen, and let's take 3 scoring options off the cross screen, please. Where's my... And we have it. Okay, take the ball out of bounds, please, with the 4. We're going up and down the floor 4 times. We're going up and down the floor 4 times. We're getting into secondary break 4 times. We're going to run something different each time. Okay, go. Excellent. Coming on back. 3 more times. Any option you want off of the secondary. Beautiful. 2 more. As you see, if we do not have the primary break, we don't have to set a front court offense. We can get into a flow. We can run quite a few options. We certainly have room for the 3-point shot, and we're hoping we have room for a lot of layups and a lot of free throws. I love it. I love it. Okay, timeout. Just saying that reminds me, just a quick story. The very last game that I coached with junior men in 1994, a long time ago, we were playing in the 5th place game. We had lost a close game to BC. We lost a close game to Ontario. We're playing the 5th place game against Nova Scotia. At halftime, we had a really good team. But the story is, at halftime, we were up 39-31, and they had a really good player, and we'd been playing a T&1, and we played really well, whatever. And we had a talk at halftime and said, for a whole lot of you guys, this is your last year together. Our coaching staff, it may be our last year together. Let's really see what we can do second half. It looks like we're going to win this game. We're killing them by 8. Yeah, right. Anyway, and let's press and let's run. We played the second half. The 20 minutes of the second half, we never set front court. Not one single time we scored 80 points. We scored 80 points and won 119-81. And we did have some threes. But we had a lot of layups and a lot of free throws. And we really played hard, and we had a lot of possessions. Bring the ball back to the 2 again. We have a situation now where the coaches are going to say, well, this person has a dead ball. and she may not have, but at this person for the effect, she has a dead ball. This person is going to say, you can't have this ball. All we're going to do, we know where the 4 is supposed to be. The 4 is supposed to be in the key. So we're just going to ask the 4 now to step out and receive the ball. Please do that. As this occurs, we're going to take this person through the way we have before. We're going to take this person here, and we're going to try to get a high load between these two people. We're going to try to get the ball from here to here. This person is going to take her normal spot, where if she does get the ball, she's in perfect position for us to continue. So, well, let's take it back, all the way back, and let's drop the ball sister to sister and score. Okay, we cannot reverse it. Good. Okay, now, obviously, she was open very early, which is just fine because Jamie definitely would just back out then. Let's do it again. Let Jamie get through. Good, good. Now, what happened right there is Emily set a natural back screen, and by setting this back screen for Jamie, she opened herself up. I never even thought about that, and it was absolutely wonderful. I'm taking credit, though. Now, with the ball here, with the 4, if it goes to this position now, and the 2's in the corner now. Now we're just into what we know. Screen. Set the screen. Good. Curl. Good. Take it over and play. Good. Good. Well done. Beautiful drop step. Oh, take it back to the 2. We'll go once again. Okay, overplay on the 1. The 4 makes the release. Looks for it. Good. Good. Looking for the cutter. Good. Excellent. Well done. Going to this side again and to this side, and we just won by 2. Thank you. We're through. Thank you very much.
Coach Kornberger and I, we're just going to do some adjustments or counters. So the defense does this. Hey, we want to do that. Because no matter what you have on for an offense, for full court games, secondary break we've been doing today, or even front court offense, and some of these things you're going to be doing here, you can just take little elements out and put in their front court offense. You might see in Miles Mac varsity girls, you might see in grade 9 at Kelvin or grade 9 at Sargent Park, grade 9 or grade 10 at Glenlawn. Some of the coaches I know in the crowd. So some of these elements you just pick and choose and throw in. And Mark, if any good coach, the defense is going to stop you. Can you make game adjustments? So these are different adjustments or counters. So we have here, one with the ball in the right guard spot. The 2's gone through to the left short corner, 4 in the left guard spot, 3 in the wing, and 5 in the medium post. Now, one thing we didn't mention thus far, a lot of teams, when I first started coaching in 1980, when I was 18 years old at Churchill Varsity Girls, we went 0-12, and next year we went 1-2, because I didn't know what the heck I was doing. And then my 5th year coaching, I took level 1 and level 2 with Dale Bradshaw, and he kept on saying in the level 2 clinic about 8 times mentor with somebody. And I went back to my high school phys ed teacher, and it was Kevin Rowan's, or junior high phys ed teacher, was Kevin Rowan's wife. And I had my choice of either Dave McNabb or Dennis Alvestad. Both have won numerous provincial championships. Dennis, a coach at Dakota, and that was only when there was 8 teams made for provincials, and only either Massey or Dakota, one from their league was the Cloverleaf at the time, made it to provincials. And usually the second best team in the province, either Massey, Vince Massey, Winnipeg, or Dakota, didn't make provincials. And I was lucky enough to spend 9 years with Dave McNabb, coach provincial teams with him, coached with Bryan provincial teams. We both assisted each other in provincial teams. And so I've been lucky. Dale Bradshaw, 5 4A provincial championships. Dave McNabb, 6 4A provincial championships. Bryan Kornberger, 7 4A provincial championships. My friends and mentors are the most successful 4A coaches in the province, so I've been very fortunate. Most of the time assisting, head coaching various levels, but I've just been very fortunate to learn from some very good people. One thing we did mention that, so when I first started coaching, people enter the ball equally right side or left side. Obviously, we want to head man the ball right side. We've been talking all evening, get layups. Layups, not layups on the rebounds. Layups on the flash and dives, on the cuts. But if not, we want to go left side. Why? because 9% of the people are right-handed. Most likely they're going to take away baseline. We want to attack with our strong hand. Why? We can pass with our strong hand. We get the shoulder open. We can shoot with our strong hand. That's why if we can't headman the ball right side, we want to go left side. Why? Because we want to attack with our good hand. As opposed to here, if they're going to take away baseline, we get the ball on the right side, we're attacking with our weak hand. If you have somebody who's left-handed, you might want to think the opposite. So Coach and I are going to talk about some counters or adjustments that you can just pick and choose and throw in your offense. So let's say we can't reverse the ball here. We can't get it to the 5. The 1 can't penetrate. We can't reverse here because they're overplaying, head in the passing lane. If we just cut, you're always going to have a better athlete. I'm not saying I'm a better athlete than Becky, but you're always going to face a quicker, stronger athlete somehow. So we have them go right at their person, so they check them, and then as soon as she gets a foot over top, other way, other foot, she's got me, and then she just goes back door. So if the 4 is overplayed. Now, the next thing, the 4 is overplayed, and we can't get inside the 5, come set a screen and roll. So we have a screen and roll, and then we're just looking for options off of that. So either you two or somebody else spotting up. So this is overplayed, and here we go. So you're overplayed, and we can't, let's say we can't get here. No, we're just gonna stay. We're just gonna stay, you got screen and roll. Okay, so here we go, screen and roll. And now we're looking, and just the usual stuff. Looking to spot up, you flash in. And late in the night, and we're not going to pick on the girls at in our practices. Everyone are practicing offense 5-on-0. If we don't get a safety going towards the center jump circle, the whole 5 have a push-up as a reminder. We're obviously not going to do that tonight because we're tired, but that's what we do. Why? We don't want to give away breakaway layups to the other team. We want to make sure somebody's back so we have a safety all the time. Okay, next on this, same thing. We're going to set a screen and roll. My mistake, sorry. 4 is backdoored, they can't get it, they continue on through, and they go out left side. The 2 and 3 come high. Now we have the screen and roll, 2 down screen for the 4, and we're just coming over and looking something from that. Okay, but let's come back here with the 4 up top. So with 4 up top, they don't get it. They cut through, so let's say the check catches up or somebody helps. Then we have a screen and roll, then we're looking at options.
Set up the same way for us, please, here, and we'll go with Becky, you've got the ball here up here at the top, and Alyssa's here. Just a couple of things, everybody. You know, one of the things Coach Bradshaw taught me many years ago, and I was kind of excited to get a chance to work with Coach McGregor on this section because Dale taught me that if anybody ever asks you what you're doing with your team, you always tell them. And I remember saying to Coach Bradshaw once, Coach, you mean if you're playing in the provincial final and the other team came up to you the day before and said, what are you going to run against us tonight, Coach, that you'd tell them? And Dale said, well, sure, you know. And the reason was that he always had counters for the things that might come up to cause a little tribulation during the game. And what Coach was just showing you is what happens if you can't reverse the ball to the 4, you know, and the 4 takes off to the basket. And so, you know, I learned a long time ago that the key to coaching basketball is whether you're teaching individual skills, you know, you teach them a move, you teach them a counter move if it's taken away. If you're teaching them how to dribble, and you're doing a crossover dribble, you've got to teach them also how to do a fake crossover dribble. And everything goes in twos in basketball. And so as Coach and I show you these things, as Coach McGregor just said, you could be running any offense out there, but these are concepts that they're kind of universal concepts for counters and offense that you can apply to whatever you're doing. First thing, if you have somebody up here with the ball like Becky has it here, and if Alyssa's popped out for the pass on this side, you got to understand the kind of the universal code for sending somebody on a back door. You know, first off, Alyssa would realize that if this pass was denied out here, that she can slip. And slipping is when you're facing the person and you just take off and go to the basket. So she could do that on her own. If she doesn't slip and take off to the basket, Becky's got 2 signs to use. And it's really important that the young people learn these signs right off the bat. And the first is, if Becky gives Alyssa a little pump fake with the ball, it'll get the defense to jump out, and that's the universal sign for Alyssa to take off to the basket. The better one is because people will start to realize that our team is just using the pump fake and don't go for it, is eye contact. And I'll just give you a demonstration how effective this can be. If Jamie was to stand right here beside Alyssa, and if Becky was to do the old pump fake with the ball like this, they might both take off to the basket. Your spacing's not always going to be as immaculate as Coach had, where it's all beautiful and you got your 15 feet between everybody. You could have people in line with each other. And so watch what happens. Becky's going to look one of these girls in the eye, then she's going to look at the rim, and then she's going to look back at the girl in the eyes, and the right one will take off, whoever Becky looks at. Go ahead, Becky. Alyssa knows it's her. And the very best point guards that are out there, young lady, just watch this for a sec, because you're their point guard. When you're up here, and if you're dribbling the basketball, and Celicia and Jamie are so good at this, if you're dribbling the ball, all you have to do, and nobody, the only people in the gym that'll know this is happening are you and the person. You look her in the eye, you look at the rim, and look back, and she's gone. And so you can be doing this while you're dribbling. So that's the third way, and that's the best way to send somebody. But to make a long story short, a couple things. You'll notice that Coach Bradshaw had Jamie in the corner here. Now, Jamie's a very good three-point shooter. You'd want her here. Also, against man-to-man, it's better for spacing to put your player in the corner. If you're playing against the zone, we say this is the low post, and we say this is the corner outside the three-point line. Well, this is the short corner. A short corner is a very advantageous place to be against the zone. And Coach, if he had more time, would show you how to attack the zone. But if I play in here, if Alyssa takes off to the basket, my check would probably look out to help out. So if I sense that, if Jamie was, let's put Alyssa back out here, if Jamie was down in the short corner for some reason, and she sensed that Alyssa was going to take off back door, Jamie would draw her check out there, where Coach Bradshaw had her to make up the space, and immediately Jamie would fill, and Alyssa would fill back where Jamie was, and then that's how you get away with things. So I think it's really important for you working with the young players to have them realize that if there's any resistance whatsoever, just have the person take off and then have somebody fill. The second thing we want to show you is a little something where if we could get Becky to hang on to the ball right about there, and Cece, we'll just put you over here. Emily, can we bring you over to this side? Just put you on this side here for a second. We'll just put you up here. And sometimes you have somebody on your team you'd like to run a clear out for. I think you've got all these diagrams. And to run a clear out here for Celicia, we've made space. Now the beautiful thing about running an overload on this side and bringing 4 players over here is that Cece, if she gets the ball, she can just drive a truck through here. And she's also got all the room in the world to take off back door. The other beautiful thing about overloading to this side is that because people like to front Emily all the time like this when the ball's over here, there's no help in behind to take away the lob pass. So you're looking at the strengths of your players and how you want to set things up. But to run a clear-out play is something very effective. And so it's not like these players all have jobs and ways to score, and they're all involved in the game, and you've seen the way Coach Bradshaw utilized them. But now with Celicia on this side of the floor, you got a great chance for a clear-out. It's really tough for somebody to stop her one-on-one. And so if the ball is sent over to this side, then what you have for yourself is Cece has a direct lane to the basket. Emily is simply going to cut down, looking for the ball to rebound at this side of the board, or for the bounce pass or the lob pass if her check comes over to stop Cece. So she's right in position for the dump off, and it's a very realistic possibility. And then, of course, what you could do when you have a shooter like Jamie, and have fun with these things. You don't have to just run every single picture we have here, but Jamie can shoot the ball. And she's a better outside shooter than both of these girls here. Nothing personal. You know what the truth is. And so what we have, when we run a clear out, we would have Alyssa and Becky coming in here to screen. Jamie's coming off of these 2 girls so that if Cece comes down the floor and can't score on her clear out, she's got the dump off, and if all else fails and she moves out to the side, Jamie's setting it up to come off of there. And one thing Coach Bradshaw mentioned earlier tonight that's so important, Jamie would wait until she's looked at and makes eye contact with Celicia. And too many people come off screens before their eyes meet. But when Cece's eyes would meet with Jamie, then she'd come off, and that's saying, I'm looking for you at that time. And that's just a matter of working on that timing. Can we see that one time, girls? Cece, you'll score once. Dump off the M once, and we'll hit Jamie on the three-pointer once. Okay, here we go. Oh, you take it, we're going to clear out for you, Cece, so put it on the floor and go for it. There we go. That's great. Okay, and absolutely, and Emily's going to eat those up on the other side. Okay, take it all the way to the hoop, Cece, and then look a little dump. Okay. And then we'll throw it. And one other thing, teach your players. At any age, never let them pick up the basketball when they've gone as far as they can. You're always, when you take the ball through here, like if Emily's gone to that side of the board when Cece comes through here, the signal to bring her to the other side of the board is a veer dribble, V-E-E-R. And as soon as Cece starts to veer out, Emily comes over. And then you make the space and you get a different angle. Watch the girls veer this time and watch Emily get it on the right side of the board. But she knows the sign is the veer. Veer, there she goes. And you know that space is there. And we'll throw it back off the veer this time, Cece. Throw it back to Jamie for a three. No pressure, Jamie. There we go. Jamie's a very good three-point shooter. She's just a little nervous here tonight. Okay. Now, I want to show you something, have a little fun. Try this sometime. It's kind of cool. I saw Coach Bradshaw's team run this, and they were playing in the conference championship when he coached the Dakota varsity boys. And at the end of the game, they ran this 6 times in a row, playing to win the game. It's called the flyer. And what you do on a fly is when the ball's sent over here, what you've got is the following. And we'll just keep you on that side for now, Em. Just put you over there. We'll run it out of this. When you have the ball, and Cece's trying to probably beat her check around the outside, and if Cece can turn the corner, and when you're practicing your skills with your girls, everybody works on driving left, pulling up and shooting, driving right, pulling up and shooting. Make sure you work on turning the corner and getting around people to the basket. The girls know what that means. What Cece's going to do here is if she realizes she can't turn the corner, then she's going to fly. And as Coach Nowrang talked about, Wayne Gretzky was the best player ever in hockey for standing behind the net and just driving goalies crazy because they didn't know where he was going to pass the puck out. Well, what Cece's going to do is she's going to pretend that the end line is the long jump board. And you know when you're teaching long jump, if you step on the board, it's a foul, it's a fault, you lose the jump. And so what Celicia's going to do is she's going to take off, and the girls are going to realize when she's not going to turn the corner, she starts to fly. And when she goes, they'll be coming across. Emily's going to come across for a lob pass here. Becky's going to slide down for a bounce pass here. Lob pass there, has to be bounce here because the backboard's in the way, and Jamie's got the 3 back there. And Cece is a good enough athlete, and so is Jamie, that when they have this opportunity with our team, that they can fly, and there are very few basketball teams that work on playing defense with taking away this pass. So watch Cece, and she's going to be looking 1 for Emily, 2 for Becky, and Becky's going to be standing like this, looking for the bounce pass there. Jamie's got the 3, and Alyssa is going to run behind the flyer so that as Cece flies, if there's nothing there, you know she's back there, and you can just throw it there, and Alyssa will eat it up. Watch a flyer off a clear out. It's just a concept, and we use it a lot of times with our team. Okay, here we go. Let's see a flyer. There we go. Dump it right in. Always good for a basket. We'll see a bounce pass to Becky this time. This is not on your sheets. Yeah, it's not on your sheets. Right in there. Okay. Okay, one more time. One more time on that one. There we go. There we go. Okay, James, coming at you. Okay, here we go. That's it. There we go. Little thing to tell your players. Jamie is a good three-point shooter, but you notice when she's never missed a three-point shot short tonight. We had a girl a number of years ago go 0 for 11 from the outside, and I told her, good shooting night. On three-pointers, we had got 7 of them and put them back in for the offensive rebound. Three-pointers, if you get them over the front rim, Jamie hasn't come up short once. They will bounce out far enough that the offensive team will get the ball about 70% of the time. And therefore, you can see, it's still a very effective shot. I wouldn't tell Jamie to stop shooting those if she's getting it over the front rim. Now, last thing, if you're flying, watch this. If you're coming out of bounds, and I'll go with Cece, as she starts to fly, if nobody is open, I'm going to jump with Cece to try to stop her from throwing the ball, and watch Cece just shovel me the ball. So she starts flying, go full speed, Cece, and then just shovel me the ball. Nobody's open, so just give me the ball. So I'm checking you, and just give it to me, and then I land out of bounds with the ball, and of course, it's our ball on the end. You could throw it off the person as well, too, if they don't come with you, or you can just throw it behind your head, because Alyssa will always be waiting there. It's really tough to stop. Any question about that? There was not a diagram on that. But clear outs are great opportunities to fly. Okay. Where are my sheets, guys? Where did I put them?
Here.
Okay. Now, another thing you can do, we'll give Alyssa the ball right here, please. And I'd like to see Becky, come on down here, if you would. And we're set up for a screen in this situation. Now, one thing. You'll notice that Coach Bradshaw, when he was running the full court offense, had the ball coming down the right side of the floor. And a good team is going to be able to reverse the ball to the other side of the floor. If it isn't reversed, our girls always hear about it, because you got to make the team move. Most basketball teams, most people in society are right-handed. And the nice thing about running your secondary part of your break from the right side is coming back this way. You're using your right hand when you dribble into the middle. That can be very effective, and that's part of the reason Coach does it that way. Now, you might have a person who I could take this dribble away from Alyssa so she can't go that way, and the girls would just move outside a bit to give her room to take the ball to the basket. However, here's another concept, and Coach wanted me to talk about it. This is how you run a map in basketball, M-A-P. Becky is standing here, and Jamie is going to line up her left shoulder with Becky's right shoulder. And we'll just move you up a little bit, girls, so you have more of a chance for the back door. If you have someone on your team who the other team is paying great attention to, and they want to take them out of the game. You get those games at the end of the year where a team has decided to shut down a few players. Some teams will even play a box in one or a triangle in one, and they'll say, okay, we're just going to follow this person all over the place and not even pay attention to what's going on. We'll just play 4-on-4 with the rest. You've got to have a way to free them up. And the classic way to free them up is through what we call a map. And so if you were to play against us, I'd like to think, because we've got a couple of maps built in, that we would give somebody the opportunity to run their check off of someone and to go north, south, east, or west. If Jamie was being checked really closely and I followed her this way, she would run a curl that way. All right? If I decided to come around this way because I thought Jamie was going to get the pass there, she would go back door. She can also do what's called a fade, where she just fades back to the corner to get away from me to shoot her three. Or she could simply break out here and get the pass on the wing. But you can go north, south, east, and west and teach your players to do that. And one thing very effective, just like the little universal sign for the back door we talked about, you notice when Jamie comes around, if she's going to curl, she points her hand that she's going to curl. If she's going to fade, she'll come like this. If she's going that way, this way. If she's going to backdoor, she gives a little bit of a sign. The other player can't see it, but it tips off the person who's going to get the ball. Now let's just see who's passing the ball. Now, Jamie, just pop out here and get the pass for a second if you could. Okay, now, Becky, give her a screen here. And I want to show you an interesting concept. You'll like this. Becky, Emily, just stay up here for a sec if you could. Okay. Now, you've heard of the screen and roll. And I want you to understand, Alyssa was probably up there, and she's just given the opportunity to Jamie to get the ball. Now, by playing Emily up here, Emily is terrific down low. But by playing her up here, she can slip down here anytime she wants. So we're still getting that. There are a lot of basketball teams out there, especially of young ages, that are planting people in the post when they aren't dominant post players. Play them up there and slide them down here. They can still do their stuff, but you create room for people to drive to the basket. Now, here's a kind of a neat concept. These are all from Coach. He's always been my mentor, and he always will be. If Jamie decides to take the ball up this way, you can do the following. The other team is going to be expecting Becky to do something, either roll to the basket or pop out for a three-pointer. You can either roll to the hoop or pop out for a three. But Emily, by playing here, is going to take off to the side of the backboard right here. And this pass could be dropped right in there if her check does anything at all to stop Jamie's drive. And Alyssa is going to move right to the free throw line right in here. And Becky is either going to go for a three-pointer. This is called setting a screen as you go, and then I would pop out there, or I could roll here. But look at the beautiful spacing on here. Becky, could you set a screen here on me? I'm checking Jamie on this side, and you're going to roll. Okay, go, all three of you, go. And so now we got three moving targets, and if any one of their checks comes to stop Jamie, they're going to be open. And then we got Dynamite Cece over here waiting for some clear-out action on that side. There isn't any reason you can't have three people rolling into space. Just an interesting concept. Thought I'd show it to you. And we'll try another one here. Let's get the ball over here to Cece, if we could. And we'll put Emily up here. Okay, Becky. All right. Now, you want to feature your two. Let's say you want to do something for your two, have a little play you can run. When the ball is sent to Becky, you could simply, in this situation, have Alyssa come down to set a screen through here. Now, a couple things. Now you're saying Coach Bradshaw has showed you that the next girl in line to get the pass was Becky. And I've told you that if Becky can't get if Alyssa can't get the pass here, she can take off back door. But maybe you'd rather that she freed up this girl. So that can be, if you can't get the pass, instead of doing that, you could do this. Now, one thing. People have been talking about for a long time about when you're screening that you should always roll like this to the basket and try to get your check on your back. We tell our players, when you come down to set a screen, look over your inside shoulder. Because if you see any daylight there, you will just slip, and Alyssa would just take off to the basket through there. That's called slipping in basketball. And now Jamie has an opportunity to run a map. So maps are good things to do. And one last thing. If Jamie was to get the ball out here, all right, and Emily, we'll just put you coming across here like you do, as Coach said, Jamie's in a very advantageous position because it looks really crowded right now. but it's going to be a beautiful synchronicity because all three of these players are going to go. Emily knows she's going here. All right? And Alyssa knows she could roll to the basket now. And Becky, if she started dribbling, you just kind of fill in at the free throw line. But right now, once it went there, Becky, just take it back. Okay, go down there, Jamie. Thanks. Alyssa, free her up. Come and get it. Now, Becky, run the curl as Coach Bradshaw had you doing. Just coming through here. Okay, and you absolutely, you just pop you to the corner for now. Come on through, Beck, right through there. All right? If you don't mind me speaking very directly to you, when I used to get all these pictures and I used to look at them, I used to try to think, I've got to teach everybody in our team all this stuff. These concepts Coach taught me many years ago, we probably add about one a week. We've got our basic offense that we run, and each week we try to give the girls a little something to, keep them focused, keep them on their edge. And just by putting one of these things in, you got these little counters if things happen, can just give you that edge as you come through to the end of the season. Okay? Girls, thanks. Coach McGregor.
Hey, we got the ball here at the 4 at the left guard spot. 1's at the right guard spot. 5's at the left medium post. 2 in the corner. Okay? Set you've seen before, and being a right-handed world, we tend to look at this a lot. And so we're getting the ball to the left side. It goes over to the 3. And the 5 comes out and sets the screen. But we've got the 1 will go away. Either they can go against man, they can go backdoor for a layup. They can shooting spot 12 feet, junior high age or elementary school, grade 6 or 7, grade 6, grade 7, 12 feet, 17, 18, three-point land, whatever kind of shot you have. We're saying the 4 here is a shooter though, or maybe it's against zone. The 4 is coming across here and for a shot, or if it's against man, they can just go backdoor. So starting the ball up here, 4 to the 3, and then let's hit 3 different options off of that, ladies. Thanks. Off the screen or just like that, either way. Yeah, okay. And Alyssa, this time let's take it off the screen and then hit something. Okay, thanks. But either way, so the pass might be there initially or off the screen, either way. And you just go down, you go rebound, yeah. And then we'd have safeties, but we're tired at the end of the day here. Okay. Now, another situation. Again, this is on page 6. 3 gets the ball, 5 sets the screen. The 4 dives down, looking to take her check down, and if the 1 who's gone down, whether it be corner, 3-point, 15 feet to the edge of the volleyball line, 12 feet, they're coming high. No, your right side, your right side. The 3 can go right or left, depending, reading the defense, whatever they have, and the 2's coming high, depending. And you may think if the 3 comes left, why are they going this way? To give them a release, and as well, if their check helps, we've got shooter in behind. If it's younger level, junior high, you got a 17, 15-foot shot here, and as well for safety. Okay, so let's 4 to the 3, and then go left or right, and hit 3 different options, Alyssa. Please. And CC, you're coming up on that? Now, definitely against man, the reason why Jamie 2 in the left corner, CC 1 in the right corner coming high, because if they just stay down low, their check's going to double on people in the 4 or 5 going edge of the board. We're not going to get anything. If it's man or zone, they're going the opposite direction, somebody will be open. One of these 2 make defense switch, or make defense decide rather. One's going low, one's driving maybe this way, could have 3 people here. One's coming the opposite direction, makes defense decide, man or zone, defense, who's going to be open. So let's see that one more time. And then, so we're going the opposite way. So CC, you're down, and now you're coming high. Yeah, yeah. Okay, good. And again, we look at 3 ways of penetrating the ball. Penetrating on the dribble, we talk about fast break. Penetrating on the pass, shot penetration. Get the ball closer to the basket, scoring area, into the belly of the defense. Now, the 3 comes to the middle, and they might have a stationary dribble here or a dead ball. We'll have the 4 and 5 posted up, 5 left block, 4 there. 1 and 2 are high, and we have a triangle either way. Pass either side, and then come over the guard spot, and you're playing power basketball. Try and get the ball inside. Defense is on one side, pass it the other way, get it inside. So we're going to come off the screen, come to the free throw line, right in the middle, and then let's set up a triangle either side. So you're coming down, you clear the key, and then Alyssa comes over. And we'll do the same thing going the other side, set up a triangle left side, Alyssa. And again, something simple, man or zone. If you have a decent post, get them the ball inside. And you may not be blessed with 6'5" and 6'3" posts at varsity girls, or say 5'8", 5'10" in grade 9 girls. But we are skill circuits, even our shortest guard in the team, 5'2", we do post-up skills. If it's man-to-man, you can beat your check, we're going to get you the ball. Why? Because you can score. If not, you're going to get a foul, get a rest, get easy shots from the line. Okay, thank you. Coach has got you here. Thanks,
Becky,
girls.
if you could take it up here, please. And Alyssa will have you here. Now, one of the things that I like to think of our players recognize that a three-point shot's going to be taken or an outside shot's being taken. They understand the concept of diving. And so what Becky's going to do right now is, as the ball is passed over here to Alyssa and Emily's coming through, if you see some daylight, and daylight means you see a clear path to the basket, teach your kids to dive. And so I see an opening here, and usually what Coach has had you doing all night is coming down here to create that clear out for Cece on that side. But what you've got here now is an opportunity, if they start to take away that cut. We teach our players that if somebody's cutting to the basket, you never pass to the player. You always pass to a spot. It's the side of the backboard. So Becky, if she decides that they're waiting for her down there, she's going to dive to the side of the board, and Alyssa will drop this ball right in here. The other team doesn't know where the spot is, but Alyssa and Becky do, and Alyssa put that ball right on the money. So watch Becky make the counter move. I'm going to be waiting for her here. Let's say I'm cheating over Emily, her sister, right here, and I've got Becky. Becky, you've got the ball. You give it up over there to Alyssa. I think you're going to go that way and then dive. Okay, right through there. All right. Another thing that you can do with your players is if you have two people on the offside of the action, generally you've got three people probably on the side of the ball and two people otherwise. If I could just get Alyssa to stand here for a second and put Emily down here. This will give Cece the ball on that side, Becky, if you could. A rule in basketball, and you can have some players on your team start to really feel like they're making a contribution. Give them a chance to succeed. Maybe their ball handling skills aren't as good as some of the very best players, but they can offensive rebound. And so what you do is a universal thing we like to do with our team is if a shot is going up or a drive is going up, you'd think that Emily would rebound here and Alyssa would rebound the middle. But if you flash and dive, this is called flashing when you come in here, and that's diving. And it's amazing that if Emily can just delay a bit, as Coach Bradshaw showed you, and let Alyssa rub shoulders with her as she comes by and then continue her flash. We've had people that have been 5'6", 5'5" over the years that have been great offensive rebounders. Megan Stark is a girl on our team. She's only 5'6", but she is great at diving through here, and she can jump like very high, and it gives her a chance to have some success, and you get a running start at the board. So you can use the dive as a counter, or if I'd like to think that if a shot went up on this side and Cece was there and I was here, that she'd know to dive and I would flash, and you always come at them in two directions. Now, another thing I'd like to show you here is we're just going to get the ball into Alyssa's hands on this side. And this is down on page 6. It's the middle diagram on the bottom line. And if we get Emily to come over here and set a screen, and we're going to put Becky down here. Let's say she's dived down here. So she's down here, and Cece's over there, and Jamie's in the corner. Now, this is a little relay play you can use that's very, very effective against any type of defense, zone or man-to-man. But I just want to show you a little something first. Coach, I'm just veering off course a little bit. It's called the pockets play. Lauren Mortier, who's playing for the Bisons now, that went to our school 5 years ago, was the best we ever had at this. We haven't really shown the girls that much of it this year yet. But here's the deal. I'll just take Emily's spot for 1 second. If you've got somebody out here and you're setting a screen for them, as Alyssa comes off here, and I don't want Alyssa to think that I'm checking her butt out here, okay? But as she comes across here on the screen, if I look back, okay, when I can see the pockets on her shorts, she doesn't have pockets, but they would be here if they were. When I can see the pockets on her shorts, I step back and just take a one drop step. Just take one drop step. And now Alyssa can come back with her left hand and use me as a screen this way. Very effective. There are very few defenders that can stop that. So one more time, Emily will demonstrate this time. This is called the pockets play. Teach your kids this. If you have two kids that are really good in screen and roll, watch Emily just drop her left foot and Alyssa come back. Now Alyssa can come back the other way, and then you've got an opportunity for a jump shot. If somebody has been able to fight through that, they're not fighting through the second time. Here's something else for you. Emily's got the screen. Now, if you can have your players, if somebody's down low, one thing to think about is when somebody comes off a screen like that, as Alyssa's going to come off, if you run somebody up to here, to the elbow, the right side where the free throw line meets the side of the key, you set up a very unique possibility. Now watch what happens here. If I'm checking Emily, there's a very good chance that if I see this screen, I'm probably going to jump out here. Now, what Emily's going to do is she's going to step in front of me here, this way, all right, when she sees me jump out, and as you go, all right, Emily's got me on her back. Emily, stay here if you could. Just stay here. Emily gets me on her back. All right. Now, Becky, come up to the elbow and get that pass. Now, Emily, take off to the basket. And it's just a 5 delay. I think we have it down on your sheet as a 5 stop. Page 6 at the bottom. Am I correct with that? But what you've got here is if you can teach the young lady who's setting the screen, as Alyssa goes, just to reverse pivot and get me on her back and delay, then go. So we almost always tell the players, when you set a screen, roll. This is a roll to the basket, or you could just slip to the basket and go. This is a delayed slip, a delayed roll, to give you a chance to get a cross pass and then a pass to the girl going to the basket. That can be very effective. Just an interesting concept. There might be a time for it somewhere along the way.
Page 7, first line, and my best friend Chris, he never played a ball sport. He's a triathlete. He's a university swim athlete. I met him when I used to teach nursery at River Elm. He coaches grade 8 boys at Sargent Park now. Never played a ball sport. So we go on runs and I talk basketball to him. He always used to watch NC2A, but just never played the game. He couldn't make it tonight, but I was going to tell him, Chris, I'm going to give you some stuff and on some of these adjustments plus other things that are gold. This is one of the things that are gold. Most defenses at any level, I've been fortunate enough to be an assistant at UW for 5 years, coach H provincial teams with these two gentlemen. At those levels, even NBA, you rarely see on TV, NC2A, defenses don't practice this. So this is top page 7, double screen. 4's got the ball, left guard spot. 5 in the left medium post. 3 in the left wing, so for 4, Becky up here. 1 in the right guard spot. Jamie's still in the corner looking for a 3. But, as coach is saying, hey, she's getting over the front of the rim, and sometimes you're going to go cold, right? Get over the front of the rim, shot penetrations to pass your teammates. We're going to a rebounding triangle, long rebounder, long safety. We're looking to get the ball back off the rebound all the time by our positioning. On every shot, we rebound shots, not misses. Okay, so ball goes 4 to 3. I'll be dummy defense on Alyssa. 4 comes and sets the screen. And a lot of times you get teams will practice different ways. There's 10 different ways that I've heard of. I learned a 10th from Kirby Shep 2 summers ago, how to check a screen and roll. It takes about half an hour to introduce. Most people are going to slide under, but you got a shooter, you're going to get nailed, or fight over. Those are easiest way to defend a screen and roll. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to set a second screen here. And so if I get over, and then you come in, we got a second screen, and freeze for a second. This is a 3, your third tallest forward, or 3, your tallest guard maybe. Maybe you have guard, guard, guard. Maybe you have a short team. Maybe you have 5 guards, okay? So this could be a guard. Not necessarily could have taller posts, but people who are stronger posts, so they're going to be probably a taller person in the other team, most likely checking them, right? Just because they're going to be closer to the key, not in the perimeter. They might get switch on the first one, be okay. Here you're going to get a big probably if they switch on defense on the second one. And again, teams at any level, most hardly any level, they don't practice against what you do against a double screen. This is gold. This gets you something good. So you're going to have a bigger, slower person on a quicker, better ball handler, and we'll take that any day. Steve Nash, the best in the world in that. Or you're going to have a smaller person checking somebody bigger or stronger inside. Okay, so you've got a mismatch either way. You're going to get something good off it. Okay, so let's look at that and just hit 3 different options, ladies. I'll be dummy defense. Okay. So we've got a single screen, double screen. Most likely you can get nailed in the second screen. And these two are filling different spots. You got a triangle, and we would have safeties, but not tonight. Okay, let's come back. Okay, finish it. Sorry, always finish it. We always finish it. Sorry, my fault. I always interrupt. And we'll hit a different option this time. Triangle. Okay. It's tired late at night. I'm teasing Alyssa. And a third option off a double screen, and again, you can just create off this what you want. But this, at any level, against man defense, you will get something good off it. And Coach Kornberger has some other options here.
The double screen is really effective that Coach McGregor just showed you, because what most teams will do at any level of basketball you play, they're just going to say to their players, just switch checks when there's a screen. But if they have to do that twice, which you just saw here coming off Becky, then off Emily, they're going to get mixed up. You can also do that in a different way. And here's how you would do it. As Emily sets that screen on Alyssa's check, Becky is going to set a screen on Emily's check. So you can stand right there, Becky, and face perfect. Up that way just a bit. That way, perfect. And so what will happen now is when Alyssa goes, Emily runs off Becky. And now that's setting a screen for the person who set the screen, and we have a picture there for you with that. That's really tough to check. And then, of course, what you would do all the time, Alyssa, if you could just take it here again, we'll set a screen. Now, watch what happens. I'm checking Emily. We'll just put you down there for now, Beck, and you can come up. Okay, I'm checking Emily. Somebody else has got Alyssa. I jump out to help on Alyssa, and then I start chasing Emily, and boom, I run into Becky. And, of course, what you've got for yourself here is make sure who's ever dribbling the ball does not pick it up. The beautiful thing about the veer or the backup is if you come off here, then you veer, and the veer means Emily goes to the other side of the board, right through there, and you get a different angle and CC sliding down. That's called screen the screener. And then my last one here is just something else you could do off this. Now, guys, we're getting a little complicated here at the very end off of this, but just something you might think about. Just watch this. We're here. Emily set the screen on me. Okay? You go with the ball, Alyssa. Okay, set a screen on her. She takes off. Now, you veer out, Alyssa, to buy some time. Now go set a screen for the shooter. This would be a corner screen. Now, we've just incorporated that into this. But I'm telling you, if you've got somebody that can shoot the ball or somebody who's a good reader, you got to free them up. And so when Becky comes down here, Jamie's now given the opportunity to run a map. And she can go north, south, east, west. She's going to use her hand signals to show which way she's going to go. But by running Emily through to that side, you're making some space. You know what? I'll tell you this. If you take one thing out of this clinic tonight, give your players a chance to drive to the basket. Make some space for them. And most of your players will be much better that maybe, like, we could take Emily or Becky here with their inside skills, and we can just plant them down there and post them up, and they're technicians down there. They're good players. But as players are learning to develop as basketball players, they don't need to just stand down there. They're not ready for that yet, and they're going to have more success if you roll them to the basket and get them the ball on the move. And then they can post up from there, but it gives your players a chance to drive to the basket and make some space. And so what we've tried to do tonight is to show you some ways you can create some space for your team. I'll tell you one other thing. And I'll tell you, if you get that gentleman out there, Coach Bradshaw, and show you how to make space against zones, then you're on your way. I'll tell you, when I was in university, I think I spent more time in Coach Bradshaw's office at Dakota Collegiate than I did in class. And I'd go down there, and Coach would say, what if you face this? What would you do to counteract that? Because I played for Coach in high school. And he was always giving me something and challenging me to make a counter. And one time I remember he told me, hey, we're facing a 1-3-1 zone, like Garden City runs all the time in varsity girls. So what's the counter to beat a 1-3-1 zone? Learn your counters. And there are some great mentor coaches around here, and Coach Bradshaw could take everything you're doing and show you how to make space against zones, and I'm talking too much. But I love Coach Bradshaw, and he's my hero.
Okay, so last one. Now Jamie's getting tired of staying in the left corner here. The ball's going to be at the start the 4. Come over to the 3, set a screen. We're going to clear up some space. So if it's against man-to-man, we're going to play a 2-player game. Let's say 2 players you want to feature. We're going to feature the 4 and the 3. Actually, no, my mistake. Sorry, Emily. Being a 5, you're here at the medium post. And on the pass, you're going to go edge of the board, looking for the ball, and edge of the board. Pause, and then look for it going through. Some people just clear the key. We have actually people pause. Referees, if you get the pass there, they're not going to call 3 seconds. Sometimes 3 seconds, 5 seconds. A good official. Good officials will call you that. If you pass from out here or take a dribble after pausing at both edges of the boards, yeah, you're going to get a 3 count. But if you get a pass here and just keep it high and shoot, a good referee will not call 3 seconds. So sometimes 3 is 4 or 5. Jamie's going to clear through the other side. Why? While looking for the ball. She might not just running and get the heck out of the way. She might be wide open here. So she's going to put her hand up and look, make eye contact, throw up a hand, 2 nonverbal signals telling your player you're open. Becky's going to come set a screen. And if we have a shooter here, and Alyssa is a club volleyball player, but she played last year and hadn't played basketball since grade 8. Didn't play for 3 years. So we thought, oh, okay, it's going to take a while, but she's such a high-level club volleyball player, picked up things quickly. But in 3 years, because she hadn't played basketball, didn't have any bad habits. So she just picked things up like that, and that's why she's for 2 years been a starter for us, even though she's going to play university volleyball, probably a Lakehead. So here we got to pick and pop. So pick as opposed to roll. We're going to pick and pop, and Emily's going to spot up for a shot. Or sorry, not Emily, Alyssa. Sorry, ladies, lady in the night, and then Becky, you're going to roll the hoop. Okay? No, you're going to come off the screen the other way. Sorry, my fault. Alyssa is the 3. This is the bottom of page 7. Alyssa's the 3. Alyssa always plays 4 for us. She's filling in for Kiera. Alyssa's playing 3. Becky playing 4 is going to. There we go. I don't know what happened to this thing. But Becky will pick and pop and take her 15, 17-foot shot, whatever. Alyssa's going to come off either way. So let's start the ball here for the left guard spot. This is the last thing in the evening. So start the ball here for the left guard spot. 3, 2 over there, and then we're going to hit options. Okay? So here we go, and we'll hit different options. There we go. And we'll come back and hit one more to end the night. Probably should have stopped there on a make. Now we could be here forever. There. Now, thank you. Well, I know a long evening, and you've been very patient, a great audience. I don't know if you have any questions now, or if not, later on. Just ask coaches. We're glad to give you our phone numbers, emails. Manoj Nowrang, he's vice principal here at the Maples. He's helping out the varsity boys here. Coaches his daughter's club team, grade 8, with the exception of his daughter, grade 7 club team. Coach Bradshaw is very helpful and has helped about half a dozen people win provincials of different schools, at least if not more, probably about 10 or 12. You could come out to practice at Glenloyne Collegiate, where I assist Coach Kornberger, or if you want, gladly email or talk to you on the phone. Thank you for coming.